Hi, this is the FMQ from Personal Development Unplugged. And if you're new to this, your first time of listening, hey, welcome, glad you're here. The FMQ is called a 5-minute quickie, where 5 minutes of advice for personal development to help you think maybe a little deeper and give you a few tips of just doing what you do best, which is you. And then, obviously, if you like longer issues to think about, longer podcasts, I have the general ones, and they're about 20 minutes long. So enjoy, and just be here, because it's my pleasure, and hopefully it'll be yours too. Personal development, unplugged. Okay, so are you broken? And do you need mending? Do you need fixing? Now, I know some people who like to say things like, no, nobody is broken. Nobody needs fixing. We're all perfect just the way we are. Well, that may be true. And, I don't like to think of anybody who's broken. I do like to think of people who are not feeling as good as they want to, are not behaving as good as they want to, and want to improve those things. But I also know in my training, and it's a thing that I do in my clinic with my clients, is that I need to understand and sometimes even be part of my client's map of the world. What does that mean? Map of the world? Paul, what is a map of the world? Well, you see, if you believe something and you act in certain ways, you talk in certain ways, you feel in certain ways, and everything, that communication model, you come in and you filter everything that you experience through those filters. It creates a map of the world. And it's what you believe in, it's what you feel, it's what you think is real. And if you can imagine, and I hope you don't feel this way, but if you can imagine feeling so sad, so depressed, and I've worked with a client who, they were over 15 years clinically depressed. In fact, they got to the point where there was no more drugs for them. They couldn't add a different drug on because they'd used them all up, and still they were clinically depressed. And their world was, well, for a start, I am broken because I can't be fixed. And also, so sad I've never experienced happiness. Now, I knew that to be a lie, but it was a lie they were saying to themselves, which is a truth, if that makes sense. And in their world, they did feel completely broken. You can imagine the way they walked, stood, held their body. You can imagine their facial expression, their eyes, the tone of voice. Everything they said was very much down. And to tell that person, you're not broken, you don't need fixing, there would be no compassion there at all. Empathy, and there's an argument between empathy and compassion. I go on the compassionate side. But you have to be aware of what a client, or how you feel, because how you feel is your world. And if you feel broken, then in your world you are broken. Then I come in and say, but you're fixable. And I believe that. I know that. I know everybody is fixable. Everybody. So I don't agree with this high and almighty way of talking that, oh no, everybody is just perfect. You are perfect. Absolutely, you are perfect. You may not be feeling it at this moment in time, but to keep telling you that you're perfect when you don't feel it is such a mismatch. To me, it's insulting, and that doesn't get results. So if you do feel broken, here's the thing. You're fixable. You're entirely fixable. No problem whatsoever. I believe everybody is fixable. I believe the people who aren't broken but want to change can completely change too. Absolutely. You can change in an instant. You can be mended in an instant. And that's as simple as that. So, if you feel that you're broken, let's get you some help. Listen to the stuff here, because that will help mend you. If you just need to change, listen to stuff here, and that will help you to change. And also everywhere else. I'm not big-headed enough to think it's only here. I know there's some good stuff here, or I believe there is, but I know there's good stuff elsewhere. More than that, if you need, go and find someone to work with, to talk to understand you. If there's someone who knows NLP and hypnosis and timeline therapy, that's where I would go, and get someone to help you get to be the way you want to be and find the change, because change works. It really does. It works really quickly, actually, and it's comfortable. It doesn't have to be painful whatsoever, so don't worry about that. You know, being fixed when you're broken can be such an easy and can be an exciting, can be a comfortable, could be a happy, joyous way of working. It doesn't have to be all too serious. You can be serious, but you can also have fun being serious. So that's me having a pop at people who say, you know, you're not broken. But if you're not broken, you're perfect. And if you do feel broken, you're also perfect still. My rant's over. I'm just going to hand you over to a word from our sponsor, actually. Have a listen.
And now a word from our sponsor.
Hello, darlings, it's Mumsy here, and he's called me his sponsor. Isn't that wonderful? Because we don't have sponsors here, do we really? No. But what I'd like you to do, just for little Mumsy, me, and even more for little Paul, if you really enjoy these poddy things, wouldn't it be nice if you subscribed? I think that's in Toon Eyes or things like that, and left a little testimonial or reviewy thing, I think he says, you know. And you know what? If you have other little friends that would like to come and sit on the mat with us, wouldn't it be nice if you shared it with them and told them all about it? I wonder how many friends you could tell. That would make Mumsy very happy. It would make Paul happy too, but more me. I like people listening to me.
Personal development, unplugged.